TNT. With us right now, Hall of Famer Kevin McHale. Hey, Kevin, great to see you. Look, we're talking about this game is what it is. And I think back when Rocky fought Apollo Creed, he went to his priest. So what's on the checklist for the Utah Jazz tonight?
Oh, they've had unbelievable pep talks. They went back and watched the Red Sox come from 3-0 back in their series and win it. I mean, they've done everything. No, I mean, the reality is that they've thrown everything at the really at Golden State. I thought their defense in Game 3 was fantastic. I mean, KD just rose up and made a couple of, watch this right out your screen, jump shots, that little fadeaway he hits. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, he made 3 or 4 unguardable shots. They got to do a little bit more north-south, if you ask me. They got to attack Golden State harder. Golden State switches so much stuff, and when you're playing against Golden State, they're really, really long. So you're playing against constant arms and hands, and you've got to be strong with the ball, but you got to attack them. And very few teams can get away with it as much as Golden State switches. So really, I think Utah's got to come out, and they don't want to get swept. No one wants to get swept. And this start of this game is important for them. They've got to have some success early and just get that vibe like, hey, man, we can play another game and just let our season be extended. Otherwise, Golden State comes out and did what they did against Portland in the 4th game. Oh, my gosh. I mean, that was just a beatdown. Isn't that right, Rick Fox? Where's my buddy?
Hey, Kev. I'm looking at the matchup, Kev, and I wonder, man, the matchup of Kevin Durant just against anyone. Do they have an answer individually by measure or even collectively when you think of stopping him?
Yeah, you need Rudy Gobert's size, Gordon Hayward's feet, and I mean, you need a whole bunch of guys to guard Kevin Durant. He just got that ability to fade and just separate. He's got an old-fashioned game. He'll get you where he wants to. He just rises up, he fades, he can shoot over the top of you. A lot of these guys don't shoot over the top of extended defense anymore with all the threes and the drive to the basket, but he does it. He takes on defenders, and you play great defense. Rick, you're a good defender, man. You would extend, do everything you want, and you're still this far short of his shooting hand.
Right.
He frees up that shooting hand. I don't know if they have no one to guard him. I'm not sure there's a guy in the NBA that can truly guard him. I mean, he's really a unique player with his size. But, the one thing in this thing, Hayward's done a good job on him, and I've been surprised a little bit how Gordon Hayward's been able to get off against a really good Golden State Warriors defense. So that's kind of the matchup, but man, I mean, Gordon's playing defense against KD. That's a tall order.
You're saying more offense is their best chance at defense?
Yes, sir. I tell you right now,
Got it.
I think you got to defend these guys like they did in Game 3, and then Utah's got to find a way to make more shots. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Hood's got to make more shots. Gordon Hayward's played really well. Can Joe Johnson kind of get off against a team that's got a ton of guys and a ton of size at that spot? They just have got to be able to generate more offense. Utah does, and which is it's a tall order again against this Golden State team. They're really good.
K-Mac, this is Steve. You talked about it, and we tried everything.
Hold on.
There
I'm doing this Smitty, baby. There you go. All right.
Kevin, we talked about all these adjustments, but the one area I looked at for Utah, they, because of no favors, they're not able to rebound the basketball. And I know it's hard to say, do you go big or do you try to play small ball with them when you start trying to match up with them?
I think if you can, I think you can go big against them. I think I'd like to see a team do that. I'm just not sure the bigs are gifted enough to chase around Draymond Green on the perimeter, because all of a sudden you put a big, and now the bigs have got to play defense too. So you may rebound better, but now you're stuck with big guys guarding Draymond as a dribble handoff and all the stuff he does. But I'd like to see a team go a little bit bigger and try to pound them. I'm not sure that Utah has that. I mean, Gobert's a defender, a rebounder, shot blocker, but his offensive game, he's not going to go over. I mean, he honestly is not going to go over the top of any of those guys. Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, he's not a post player. That's not how he plays. I mean, so I'd like to see them go big, but the reality is that as you go big, it might feed just more into Golden State's offense, and you might rebound the ball better, but you might have a heck of a time defending them. They're a tough matchup, and talking to Joe Johnson on the way in, we were walking in together, and he just said, hey, these guys are really they have a lot of length. They have a lot of guys they throw at you. They're constantly hitting you with different people. You slow down Curry, you slow down Thompson, and KD goes nuts. And I was like, yeah, you could just see they have Utah has a lot of respect for this team. They think they can beat them, but they're gonna have to play almost a perfect game to beat them.
So K-Mac, we shouldn't even watch you tonight. We should just call it in. It shouldn't,
3.5.
3.5 games.
No, we're gonna watch it. And I tell you what, I think you're going to see Utah play well. They don't want to give this crowd right here is always going to be electric and stuff. I anticipate a good game. It's just again, Golden State is just they're a really, really good team hitting on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, Kev, before I let you go, though, one thing Utah didn't do was really help themselves in that previous game when Golden State looked a little vulnerable in that game 3. But in that one, missing 36 uncontested shots and 45 the game before. And it sounds so simple. Be confident with your shot. Take the shot, knock down some shots, feel better about yourself, and maybe live to fight another day.
Yeah, all that confidence about your shot. The first time, and everybody's pumping you up, and Rick and I are hugging each other, and we're all ready to go. When you miss your first one, all that confidence goes right out the window. You get that wide open first 18-footer, and you're like, man, all right. And you shoot it, and you clang that thing and go, oh no. I mean, this is how you get confidence in playing basketball. The ball goes in the hole. That's how you get confidence. I've never seen a guy get confidence by missing all of his shots. And if the guy's 0 for 18, he says, I'm confident, he's an idiot. Yeah, I tell you what, when you're 0 for 18, you got to be saying, it's not my night. You know what I mean? And so they need to make some shots. I agree. I mean, it's as simple as that, but you do have to make some of those open shots. And when you miss open ones early, hey, we've all been there before. That basket is this big, it gets this big, man. You're looking up there thinking, man, that hoop's getting smaller by the minute.
The Hall of Famer, Kevin McHale. Always great to speak with you, K-Mac, and have a great call
all right,
tonight.
guys.
So
Thanks, Kev.
let's see how it plays out.
Good seeing you guys.